the knife setting jig. In the manual it says to assemble it, but mine was already pre-assembled. So I'm just wiping the excess grease off of it. Same kind of packing grease that was on everything else. There you go. Stuff like this, I want to wipe off the excess, but I want to keep, you know, a little on it. It will help protect it. Okay, one of the things I'm going to do is put my dust right port on. Now, some of the Grizzly stuff I've used has sort of had a tapered thing here, and the dust right just slides off. And so what I've done is I've taken a strip of duct tape and just gone around it a couple times. That'll give a little more bite for this. Go ahead and tighten this down. It's on there nice and tight. My dust right port will just slide right on. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and we need to adjust the outfeed table to be in line with the cutter, right? And so what we're going to do is we need to use a straight edge to do that. But what I'm going to do to make it a little easier is I'm going to remove this guard, right? Now the reason I put it on an assembly, if you're doing this for the first time, you could have left it off until that's adjusted. But I wanted to take the approach that you could come back to this part of the video to make adjustments down the road. So though you could leave it off and assemble it after you do your initial, I put it on so you could see how the thing could go together. And now this could be the 1/1,000,000,000th time you've adjusted this outfeed table, say when you change blades or whatever. So I wanted to kind of take that approach. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back off. So all I really need to do this is I'm going to loosen this up, and I am going to come as far back as possible. Loosen it up, and we'll come with this. Woo! Spin it around. Okay, so now I'll drop that back on, and I'll tighten that back up. Okay, so that's spun because of the spring. I'll go ahead and undo the screw, and that should just pop right up. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is take a straight edge, right, and come across the blade and see where we stand. Now, I'm just going to put a screwdriver down in there and turn it a little, and we are a little low, right? This blade should just come and hit this. So this bed is actually high, and we're going to need to lower that bed. Now, in the back there's a little kind of lever that locks the outfeed table in. I loosened that up already. Put my straight edge. And I am going to lower this. I know my head is in the way. Let me get down here. Okay, I can see it's picking up the ruler. And I'm going to bring it back up till we are right where we need to go. Okay, so kind of just do it by eye. Still a little low. Okay. One of the problems I'm noticing is the infeed was too high. So now I can get a good adjustment by lowering the infeed. Almost there. One more adjustment. It should just barely touch that. We are almost there. Let's give it a little twist. You work slowly with this. Just kind of grabs it. We want it to move it just ever so slightly. So you want the blades to make contact and grab. There we go. It just hits that. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead, go to the back, and lock that back down. So now that the outfeed is done, I want to go ahead and adjust this in feed, and we are about 3/16. Right? So 3/16 off. And so therefore, okay, so right now we're at 3/16 off. So I'm just gonna undo this, and we're gonna put this at the 3/16 mark. And I'm going to go ahead and just tighten it down. Okay, so now I'm adjusted here and I can use this gauge. So I'm going to undo this, pull out the pin, and I'm going to bring this up. I only want to take off about 2/16 my first pass. I don't want to take too much off. Okay, there are a number of stops back here that you can adjust. There is a stop right here. Push this in, that's for 90 degree. So what I'm going to do is get this whole thing into its 90 degree mark using this straight edge, right? And once we're there, I'm going to lock it in, and I'm going to adjust this nut. Can't really see up in there, but I'll adjust that. Okay. I went a little too far on that stop. And we'll just make sure that that ever so slightly kisses. Okay. And then tighten. And shoot the back. Okay. Okay. Here it is. We're plugged in. Went ahead and put the guard back on. I put that on before we plugged it in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn it on, and we're going to check for any weird vibrations or anything, and then we can diagnose whether or not it's running smoothly or we have to go back and adjust something. So here we go. Smooth. So now we'll turn on the dust collector, and I'm going to go ahead and joint this board. Now one of the things we want to look for is we want to go with the grain, and that would be this direction. And this board is cupped a good amount. So the high spot's on top, and I'm going to take off the low spot, or the two end spots here. And this will get fed through like that. Okay, so let's turn on the dust collector, give this a shot. Don't forget your paddles. see, took a little off. I'm gonna go ahead, do a couple more passes, flatten this out, same way until it's completely flat. This board is more trapezoidal now. This board was the worst cup board I could find. This side though, nice and flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and true up an edge. I think, and for the sake, we'll true up this rough edge and see how it does. Not too bad. I can go ahead now and take that to the planer. A lot easier than hand planes, I'll tell you that much. So, I'm pretty pleased. Definitely recommend one. Okay, it is really super quiet. I'm just going to turn it on here without the dust collector. Not a loud machine. Well, I'm going to have to say, I really do like this. It's nice to have a joiner in my shop. The other one would have been too big, so I'm glad I went with the smaller model. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's going to really make things a lot easier. You can adjust the fence to 45s and stuff. I don't see myself doing a whole lot of that with this. It's basically 90 degrees, so I got the fence dialed into 90 and I'm happy there. I can make those 45-degree cuts if I need to, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased. It's quiet, it's smooth, it runs nice. It's a fine addition to my shop. So until next time, thanks for watching The Internet Woodworker. I'm Sean. You can check me out on YouTube, as well as I'm also on iTunes, Lumberjocks, my own website, www.theinternetwoodworker.com. Please subscribe. So, till next time, thanks for watching.